Thank you for offering to be a part of our LACO Preliminary Administrative Services Credential Program as a Fieldwork Supervisor. This presentation will give you an overview of our program and your roles and responsibilities in it. This slide gives an overview of the LACO Preliminary Administrative Services Credential Program. As you can see, the candidates will be working on coursework, their California Administrative Performance Assessments, as well as job-embedded fieldwork, which includes 48 hours of leadership tasks at your site with a volunteer fieldwork supervisor. The preamble to the California Administrative Performance Expectations makes it clear that we want our new educational leaders to strive for educational opportunities that are driven by equity and culturally responsive practices to promote each student's academic success and well-being. These 6 performance expectation areas are where we want them to be doing their leadership tasks aligned to these 6 areas. Each candidate has a fieldwork manual, which I'm also sharing with you in this email. This manual gives due dates, forms, and all of the expectations that will be covered in this slideshow. Overall, once the fieldwork supervisor is selected, a partnership agreement is signed, you plan together with your candidate for fieldwork tasks, the candidate logs those tasks, they submit artifacts as evidence, and then the supervisor completes an evaluation. To be a fieldwork supervisor, we do require that you hold an administrative services credential. Ideally, we'd like you to be housed with the student, but it is not required. And you do not need to be the participant's evaluating administrator. This slide gives an overview of the roles and responsibilities, which was also on the form that you signed. And this is that form. The fieldwork setting ideally will allow the student to participate in a learning culture that supports all students. At times, they may need to have video capture where designated or reflect with you, and we want to make sure they are able to do those things. Together with the candidate, you will plan for meaningful fieldwork tasks. Help them to decide what types of things they can do that will enhance their learning and exposure to leadership tasks. They need to be aligned to one of all of those 6 CAPEs and be strategies developed in partnership with you that serve your school or district. The 48 hours that they do should be distributed across all 6 CAPEs. However, those hours do not need to be equal. This plan is a living document and may be amended as needed and as benefits the candidate, the site, or the district. The candidate collects artifacts, original artifacts like agendas, sign-in sheets, or journal entries to submit with their log. This is what the candidate fieldwork plan looks like. They are currently working on this. It's due on Saturday, and we do ask that you sign off on this plan. As they complete their activities, they log them, saying what they did, what evidence they're submitting, and how it is aligned to the performance expectations. You do not need to mark if it meets or does not meet standards. We will do that for you, and then you sign off on this as well. Finally, we ask that you complete a confidential recommendation by rating the candidate on a scale of 1 to 5 in these areas. You may discuss your evaluation with the candidate, or you may keep it confidential and email it directly to me at this email address. This is what that form looks like. We also want you to be aware that the candidate is working on 3 leadership cycles for their performance assessments, and that they may need you from time to time to help talk them through some of these activities, and these are their submission dates. If you have any questions about what the candidate is doing, about our program, or what your responsibilities are, please feel free to reach out to me, Rebecca Summers, coordinator at the Los Angeles County Office of Education, at my email or phone number listed on this slide. Thank you once again for being a part of this process to nurture aspiring leaders to become the leaders of the next generation. We value and appreciate your time.